Oh, it's you. I pictured you differently, you know? I'm so glad you decided to meet with me. The letter gave a generalized view of what I'm trying to accomplish, but I'll give you some specifics. With the syndicate gone, the fiends are relying strictly on the cons for their drugs, which means an uneven supply and price gouging. This has a twofold effect. Some fiends are becoming more radical in an attempt to finance their habit, while others are trying to get clean. What I'd like to do, with your help, is to build a clinic near Westside that would offer rehabilitation services for the fiends. We would also like to provide medical services to Westside residents and host a halfway house for former fiends trying to reintegrate into society. Over time, I believe that we can whittle away at the fiends' ranks. Of course, this isn't going to pay for itself. That's where you come in. That's been the gut reaction of a lot of people, including some of the followers. However, when you stop to think about it, this makes sense. Let me put all my cards on the table. I used to be a fiend. I got caught up in it at a young age, and it almost killed me. When the followers found me, I was beaten, broken, and strung out. They pulled me from the brink, got me on track. Then they gave me an education. I won't make excuses for the fiends' actions, but they're still human. Most of them. The majority are just in it for drugs and the camaraderie. I believe we can save most of them with treatment. For every fiend we rehabilitate, we save countless bystanders who would have been victims. We saw how you handled the syndicate. That's no everyday occurrence. A lot of people are better off because of what you did. You've got guts and money. We need both to get this thing off the ground. Thank you for this. We can talk money later. Right now, the pressing issue is the site for the rehab center. It's an old building south of the Thorn. I've done some checking, and neither Westside, the NCR, or anyone else has a stake in it. From what I hear, even the fiends won't go inside. When I heard that, it got me wondering. It could be tribal superstition or something else. So, when you get a chance, please scout out the property and see what's behind those rumors. It's probably nothing, but I just want to be certain. Good luck, and thank you.
Fine. Open wide, motherfucker. You like that? Sending you to help.
I hope the rats weren't too much for you. Probably not much different than taking down the syndicate, though. Name's Katie. I'm with the Rangers, on my first tour here in Vegas. Hell of a place, I must admit. My job here is simple. Kill as many fiends as possible, through any means necessary. It's a special assignment, given to me after my work up north. See, I got a reputation for hunting and killing raiders through unconventional methods. Some are hung up on shooting them, but dead is dead. Take the 80s, for example. Bunch of bloody heathens spread all over. I took down one of their camps by poisoning their water supply. That brings me to our business. I see that you're helping the followers set this clinic up. That's good. Real good. Westside could use it. As for the fiends, I have other plans. I've got a pal over in OSI who can hook me up with some altered fixer and jet. The kind used in rehab. I want to make sure this clinic uses my supplier, and that a doctor of our choosing is put in charge. Then we'll give the fiends their medicine. Grant? That hippie thinks he can magically cure the fiends and rescue Westside with peace and love? Bleeding heart dumbass. What he doesn't understand is that Westside won't forgive or forget. And most of those fiends can't be saved, no matter what you do. They're a bunch of rabid puppies, drooling and biting, foaming out of their asses. The only cure is to stomp their little puppy skulls. A few, maybe. But what happens for these few afterwards? Are they welcomed back into society with open arms? What do you think will happen when some shopkeeper in Westside sees the asshole who robbed him last year? Or notices his wife's killer? Shit. Imagine taking the average fiend, clean him up and throw him in society. He'd be a walking clusterfuck. You just can't change human nature. What? As opposed to let them run amok? Fiends murder, rape, and rampage all over. And you want to talk about principles? If any of those pacifist douchebags and the followers feel so strongly about saving the fiends, let them take a mission trip to Vault 3. No, they're nice and cozy in their little fort, curing the clap and handing out suppositories. Well, besides the appreciation of the new California Republic, I believe some payment would be in order, and maybe even an item or two you can't get anywhere else, courtesy of the Rangers. Good. Just keep on going with Grant's plan, getting this place set up. Once the clinic is open, look me up at McCarran. We'll go from there.
I hate to admit it, but Katie makes sense. Fiends will never fit back into society. Just have to put them all down.
Hey, got something for you. Whatever.
Hello.
I could go for a Nuka-Cola.
What is it? Rats. Those filthy creatures trigger my gag reflex for some reason. Thanks for purging them. But with that building secured, we can get to the real issue. Funding. Specifically, 5,000 caps to get this off the ground. You still with me? You're doing a wonderful thing for the followers, for this community. I'll begin the preparations immediately. In the meantime, you should round up our first set of patients. I know of a fiend hideout south of Westside, where a group is holed up. Check them out and see if you can convince them to submit to treatment. Oh, and try to avoid killing them, all right?
The king controls the water pump. If you want water, you need to pay like everyone else. Just a few caps for a good long swig. Don't get wise. We charge per use, so make that first drink worth the caps. Sure thing. Thanks. Bye. The pump is property of the king. You'll need to pay if you want a drink.
Al, you better have some jet for us. Where's Al? Who the fuck are you? Rehab? You mean like quitting drugs? That's a good one. Are you fucking high? You walk into a fiend den and tell them to get clean? Sure, right after we get back from church. Now get the fuck out of here before the joke gets old. Fucking nut job. Where do you learn this stuff? That's disgusting. Alright, I'll check this place out, but I'll make no promises.
What is it? I knew that some of them would be willing to get treatment. Even then, I know it can be tense negotiating with fiends for anything. With your funding, we were able to get the building cleared out, and the clinic should be open shortly. I'm heading there now. Please stop by when you get a chance, and we can see if there's any work left for you. Thank you.
Morning.
Yeah? Of course. I've already got my man and the loaded drugs all lined up. All that needs to happen is for Grant and his crew to skedaddle. It's not unusual for the followers in the NCR to butt heads, but you need to tread lightly. Don't get bloody on this, just scare him off. With that said, if you exhausted every option and he still won't leave, then do what you have to, but be discreet. Now get it done.
I hear reports of
Sweating
Legion
like a
raiding
whore in
parties all
church.
over the place. They can't all be rumors.
What is it? What? You mean you're actually siding with Katie? The man is a thug, a fascist. Look at what we've built here. Why in the hell would I leave it now? We really are swimming against the current here, aren't we? Maybe it was just a dumb dream, but it was real for a little while. That seems to be our destiny, getting in position to help people, only to get steamrolled by the NCR. Maybe next time, Courier. Yeah? Excellent. I'll send word to my man that he can get moved in. You've done the NCR a service, and we won't soon forget it. As promised, here's your due, along with an extra something. As for me, I'm off to California. Take care of yourself.
Yes? Oh, of course. I wasn't sure if you would respond. I've heard of you. How you took down the Syndicate, saved Westside from fiends. I also heard you're well off. Vegas is a town of haves and have-nots. I want to know if you'll be willing to help us give back to the less fortunate. Give them a better shot. I already have the spot for the orphanage picked out, and Zeke can provide security. What I need are caps. 10,000 caps to be specific. I was an orphan myself. I know what it's like, struggling to survive, stealing to just stay alive. I've spent years just getting on my feet, working as a trader. For the first time, I'm in a position to help these children. To help New Vegas. I didn't pull that amount out of thin air. The NCR doesn't help worth squat, so me and Zeke have to get the ball rolling. Everything costs money. We have to get water, food, power, and extra security. Then there's the NCR permits and taxes. It takes green to cut through red tape. I've already got the building picked out. It's a place just east of the medical clinic. When we're set up, you can see for yourself. He's a bodyguard of sorts. I bailed him out of some trouble a while back, so he took some kind of crazy blood oath to protect me. Not a big talker, but he's hell on wheels in any sort of rumble. God bless you. It's going to take us a few days to get the place set up, but feel free to swing by when we're up and running. I might even have work for you. This is a great service you're doing for New Vegas. We won't soon forget it.
Yes? Outstanding. I was having trouble recruiting mercs for this. Nobody wants to come near this place, like it's cursed or something. I ain't gonna lie. What the Legion did that day hurt the Rangers. Hurt the entire NCR. I intend to turn the tables on those fuckers. If you agree to take part in this operation, you'll get a signing bonus of 1,000 caps, followed by 4,000 when we're finished. Are you good to go? Ranger Beaumont, commander of this little post. I was out on patrol when the station was hit. It's my responsibility to make it right. Charlie is all that stands between most of the raiding parties and Novak, and it guards an important trade route. More importantly, the Rangers have to hold this spot after what happened. Legion gave us a black eye, so we've got to show them we're still strong. Some of that's classified, and I can only divulge the details when you've signed on. Suffice it to say, it would be a sizable Legion detachment. Good. Here's your signing bonus. This is the situation. We believe the attack on Charlie was engineered by a pair of Centurions, known as the Gemini, or twins. They're known as Castor and Pollux, titles granted by Caesar himself for their ferocity and cunning. We don't know much else about them. Not long after the attack on Charlie, one of our Rangers tracked a raiding party to Sharp's Cavern, which we believe is host to the twins. Your mission is to reconnoiter the cave, terminate any Legion personnel present, and kill the twins. One more thing, though. You might have surmised that this is rather personal for the Rangers. We want the Legion to know who was responsible. Take this note, and pin it on a prominent place after you've killed the garrison. It's got a saying in Latin which should aggravate the Legion. That's it. You have any questions before setting off? My translation's a little rough, but I think it means enemies and friends, I fuck them all in full. Only the Legion would get excited by that. I'm not entirely sure. It's almost certainly one of their underground complexes, probably booby-trapped to hell, so watch your step. The good news is that it's likely a stopover for lightly armored, fast-moving raiding parties. You shouldn't encounter heavy infantry or veterans. You ever tracked a Legion party in the desert? With their conditioning, discipline, land navigation, it's damn difficult, even for Rangers. The Legion excels at running, hiding, waiting for a mismatch. Then they strike fast and disappear. Did it Nelson, did it here. Surest way to beat them is to pin them down in an open battle where our firepower and tactical flexibility can fuck them up. Like at the dam. I could call in a company of infantry, but they'd sniff them out a mile away, would be out of there in minutes. One skilled operator is perfect. If you pull this off right, it should draw them into attacking Charlie. Except this time, we'll be waiting for them. We ain't in the prisoner-taking business. We in the killing Legion business. Good luck, courier. Make 'em hurt. Make 'em bleed. Yes? Grew up on a farm near Dayglow. Joined up in '59, spent some time with the Grunts before I made Ranger. Then I hunted raiders for a spell. I marched into Bullhead with Kimball back in '70, and then did my last tour picking up the pieces at Zulu. Got here a few months back. Not much until my tour was winding down. I missed the big rodeo back in '79 when the Legion made a real try for it. It's a sliver of rock overlooking a pass south of Bullhead. Politicians want the base because it protects the silver mines. Problem is, they underestimated how bad the Legion would want it. Caesar's southern commander, Marcellus, just about wiped Zulu off the map. Wasn't much left when I got there. We had to rebuild the defenses, replenish the garrison. And even now, I don't know if it's secure. Before I left, Legion scouts started showing up, sniping our troops. Rumor has it that Marcellus is going to attack Zulu again. If that's true, I'm sorry for the poor bastards who are going to be there. Marcellus is just dangerous. God help him. He's unpredictable, which separates him from most of Caesar's boys. A lot of them are just thugs who got ranked by stomping half-assed tribals. Marcellus, though, he doesn't follow a lot of the same rules as other commanders. He only cares about winning. The fuckwit Lannius might be a giant mongoloid badass, but his tactical approach is the same as the others. Fodder, primes, veterans, rinse, repeat. Marcellus doesn't do that shit. He actually tries to keep his men alive, grants them some flexibility. They operate in heavily armed squads. He'll feign attacks, retreat, and hit you in the flanks. I've seen it happen to a patrol. No survivors. On top of that, he does things that just... well, I've seen some awful shit that'll haunt my dreams. But the worst might have been at Zulu, when a group of escaped slaves approached the camp. Men ran down to help them. Even as I told them to back off, it was a bunch of kids. Just as they had crowded around them, there was an explosion. It wasn't just a mess. It was sulfur and crying, body parts and smoke right outside the base. We picked up the pieces of 6 kids and 8 troopers. That was before his scouts even showed up. It was his way of letting us know that he still had his sights on Zulu. He won't stop until he gets it. No. I'll tell you what it does. It gives me a reason to wake up in the morning when I'm out here, hundreds of miles away from my wife and kids. I hear assholes saying hate is always a bad thing. You almost have to hate to kill a man. At least the first time. To win wars, you have to kill. Believe me, my mind is sharp and my judgment is sound. But when I put a 44 round through some Centurion's dome, I'm smiling. Hate makes you strong. What, you aren't gonna blame me right off the bat? I'm so used to the brass crawling up my ass about it, it's made me cagey about the affair. The Legion thrives on speed and surprise. It's a necessity, since they wear ancient jockstraps as armor and fight with sharp sticks. The brass mandates dumbass search and destroy missions in the bush, so I was out on patrol. Charlie was at half strength when the Legion hit it. Sometimes the patrols are successful, particularly if we catch the Legion in a night ambush. These dumbasses don't use night vision, you know. But generally, the Legion outmaneuvers us in the field. Their raiding parties are hard to track, much less catch. Command didn't give a shit. I told them we were undermanned. But they just sit back in their comfortable chairs in their air-conditioned offices and yell, "Drive on!" Generals want kills to pad their stats. Body counts make for nice headlines and help you get promoted. Gotta climb that ladder. But something I learned long ago is that a commander's first responsibility is to take care of his troops. That was my charge, and I failed. I can't bring them back. But I guarantee you I'm gonna send some Legionnaires straight to hell before I hang it up. Backfire? As in, the Legion sends more than a raiding party? It's doubtful. But if they do, we'll be ready.
Beg your pardon, courier. I'd like a minute of your time. I'll be brief. I work for an unnamed agency within the NCR. and I'm conducting an investigation into Ranger Beaumont. There are a lot of questions surrounding the Legion attack here, and my superiors are concerned about Beaumont's ability to command. Some members of the brass want to scapegoat Beaumont for what happened, while others want to take a hard look at him first, see if it's justified. As an outsider, you're a bit more objective than the Rangers or other troops. I'd like for you to check in with me after the mission is finished. I want the facts, as well as your own evaluation. Is he a capable leader? Does he seem mentally stable? Is he following command's instructions? Just talk to me when the dust settles. Let me know how he held up. If you can do that, there's a bonus waiting for you. All I need is information, and you get paid. It's as simple as that. Can I count on you? I'm an employee of the NCR. That's all you need to know. Excellent. I'll be waiting up in Novak. Speak with me after the operation.
Kill legionaries and get paid for it? What's not to like? Dead. I'll be right here, Chief. Lead on.
Nothing here.
Shouldn't have eaten that iguana last night. Ugh. That's one twin down. Not sure where the other one is. Hey, that's a badass painting. Hey.
Yes? We already got word. Zombies at Echo seen Castor, and here's the good part. A company-sized force heading our way. You stirred them up good, mailman. We're gonna get some payback. Pay him my respects, courier. Some good men and women died here. Ran lots of ops with Stepanak. Big-nosed bastard. But they're dead and gone. Ain't no use dwelling on it. Stand our ground, just like true rangers. We'll make that old bitch Tandy proud. Well, there is a platoon of regulars on patrol to the south. I reckon they could help. But I don't want no grunts taking the glory from rangers. Buck, you're probably right. I let my ego get in the way of good sense sometimes. Comes with the territory. Fine, I'll call them up on the radio, see if they can't send us a squad or two. If you want to set mines or call in anybody's, this is the time to do it. Make it quick, and then check in with me when you're ready.
I don't like to speak ill of Rangers, but I'm worried about Beaumont. I don't think he appreciates the shitstorm he stirred up here.
Trooper, ready to fight.
Whoa! Be careful with that thing.
Morning. Morning.
Yes? No way. I'm a ranger, damn it. We can hold this post. We will hold this post. Besides, nobody would get here in time. That might work, but I don't know if they get here in time. I'll call up command and see what they can send our way. Don't hold your breath.
Good call.
Yes? Good timing. Scouts radioed in, said they're about to be right on top of us. Get ready. Rangers, remember the brothers and sisters who died in this spot. We
Looks
have
relatively
bled
secure.
for this ground, and we will die before the Legion takes it. Caesar will cry when he sees what we've done to his men. They will weep for their mothers and beg for mercy. Kill them all!
Come on.
More recruits from the east! Bury those maggots!
It's yours.
One of the ranger vets looked at me and I just about surrendered. Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole. I'm going to find you.
I'm going to find you.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
Yes? Yeah, we did. Oh, I'll be damned if they didn't throw everything at us. Did you see Castor charging in with that fist thing? Idiot. Here's the payment I promised. I doubt we could have pulled this off without you, courier. Job or not, you were a lifesaver. The Rangers won't forget a good turn like this. You take care of yourself.
I heard y'all had quite a fight down there at the station. What's the report on Beaumont? So be it. I'll include your candid assessment in my report. Here's the bonus we discussed. Thanks for your help.
Watch for traps and stay low. Looks like they have sentries up ahead. It's on. I'm gonna hurt you. Get. Come on.
You like that?
Damn robots on the strip have more firepower than a squad of grunts. You really trust them?
Over here!
Cunt.
Watch out! Come on! Come on!
Well, here we are. I finally get to meet the famous bounty hunter of the Mojave, the one who got the Judge, Red Bear, and Johnny Rounder. I was expecting someone a little taller, frankly. Don't play dumb, courier. You know damn well who I am. I'm Sergio, or as everyone used to know me, Marko's little brother. That's gonna change here, starting in this town. I'm trying to build something, courier. This is going to be a haven for commerce, unmolested by the NCR or Legion. I'll provide security, sanctuary, and a free market on anything, without restrictions. Valle del Hierro will be a flourishing, independent entity in the wastes, not beholden to the NCR or Legion. Make no mistake, I do control it. And nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to take it away from me. Fisk was weak, and he doubted my potential. He said I'd never be more than a sidekick. You saw what happened to that fat fuck, I suspect. But I'm here, and this crew is ready to die for me and my dream. I want what's mine, and then some. I've paid my dues, courier, and nobody's going to stand in my way now. I'm going to run this town, and I'll make more money than Fisk or the Judge ever dreamed of. Mark my words. And as for my brother, I couldn't give a fuck. Soon enough, they'll be forgetting Marko. There is such a thing as being too successful, believe it or not. Bounty hunters are nothing unusual, but none have shared your effectiveness. Though he was a perverted madman, the Judge served a purpose, along with so many others you've purged. I won't offer you bribes or false appendages. I lured you here so that everyone will see you die by my hand in this street. I'll admit that I'm slightly ambivalent, as you removed some potential rivals and demonstrated real dedication to your craft. Many of those in your business are shiftless, changeable rogues, apt to accept bribes or susceptible to intimidation. I've killed plenty and paid off a few. It's an honor to finally test my skills against a thoroughbred like yourself. In more civilized times, I'd put you to work for me, but we're all victims of this barbaric age, I'm afraid. Anything else before we start the music? Wouldn't you like to know? You'd probably go after him, wouldn't you? I can tell you where he's at. The end of a long and storied career. We separated some time ago, believe it or not. We've got different styles, to put it mildly. Well, I've killed my share, but he's taken it further. He's probably grown tired of those open plains by now. He preyed on commerce for years, sucking life out of those isolated city-states. He could end up back east. Your guess is as good as mine, courier. My brother only mentioned him once. He described what he had to do in order to be initiated into a certain raider crew, the Vandals. I was only a child then, and I don't remember much. All I can tell you is that it was terrible, even for my brother's standards. Marko did many things to people. Just remember, I am not my brother. He killed 7 of my people before he succumbed to his wounds. Since he died quickly, there was no reason to torture him. Gary wanted to please his patrons, so he suggested they leave Lieutenant Ramsey as a trophy outside the saloon. It is remarkable what businesses will do in order to attract customers. Okay, but it won't change a thing. Make your move.
You like that?
That's for Ramsey, motherfucker. Vultures are gonna eat well tomorrow.
What can I do for you, young man? Okay, what's the bounty? Let me see that finger. Well, you did it, didn't you? As happy as I am to know that Sergio is dead, I still hold myself responsible for Lieutenant Ramsey's death. Either way, you earned every bit of this reward, and I don't know how you did it, but you're the best goddamn bounty hunter I ever saw. And just because Sergio is gone doesn't mean I don't have work for you. There's still smaller bounties scattered throughout the territory. Besides, we're at the frontier, and there's no telling who could drift in here next week. It's not really my business, but I hope you found some information on Marko. He's been running from justice for far too long. If you ever want to collect a bounty or just shoot the shit, drop in any time. We ain't going anywhere. Good luck. Oh, I almost forgot. I have some good news. Since you made such a dent around here, the brass has approved generic bounties. What that means is that you can submit fingers from raider captains or other bigwigs. The payout isn't as good, but it's steady income. Anyway, just bring them in and we'll cash you out, sort of like a casino. But with, bloody rotten fingers. Oh well. Good luck.